Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sport for this afternoon's watch along between Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest in the Sky Bet Championship. You're joined by myself, Luke Tanner, and Joe Stanley. Joe, how are you feeling for a crunch tie in the Sky Bet Championship?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. I don't always watch too much Championship football because obviously it's all about the Premier League for most people. But it's good to catch up on some football. I saw a few Norwich games this season and a few Bournemouth games, obviously because they're in the mix of promotion. It's going to be good to see two sides that used to be in the Premier League battling it out, and it promises to be an interesting game, especially with the likes of Nottingham and grabbing for Forest. They've even got Cafu, but not the Cafu.
Yeah.
And young Garner as well. And Barry Banning's still at Sheffield Wednesday, which I'm surprised about.
Yeah, this is more of a crunch fixture for Sheffield Wednesday. Obviously, they're in the relegation zone, looking like they may go down after their points deduction. But for Nottingham Forest, it's more of a momentum builder for next season. They're 17th with 51 points. They're not going to get to the playoffs and they're not going to get relegated. So they're in that mid-table mediocrity. Not going to do much for the rest of the season, but this game's more of a momentum builder for next season, hopefully for a playoffs. The team, they're playing a 3 at the back, Sheffield Wednesday, which is completely different to the one that I saw online where they said that they were playing 4-3-3. So be Westwood in goal, Palmer, Hutchinson, Borner. Didn't say the naughty word there. Then it'll be Harris and Reach at wing back, then Pelusi and Bannon, and then it'll be Windass, Patterson, and Green, and then Forest are playing a 4-3-3. Not the 4-2-3-1 that I saw online, which is odd. And Lewis Grabban is captaining in Nottingham Forest today. I didn't realise that he was the Forest captain. I thought that was Joe Worrell, Nottingham lad. Everyone who's watching, make sure to give us a like, give us a share, and give us a subscribe, and make sure to put stuff in the comment section. Ask me and Joe some questions about the game or about anything else. Yeah, Josh Windass for Sheffield United is Sheffield Wednesday, not United, is their top goal scorer this season with 9 goals and 5 assists. So it's not bad, but it's not great. And they look like they're going to do a minute's silence. I don't know what they're doing a minute's silence for. I probably should have known. Is it people that have passed from COVID? Fans that have passed away from COVID? I'm not too sure. So someone in the comment section could tell us. So, us observing a minute silence before kick-off. Who are the danger men for Sheffield Wednesday? Obviously, I mentioned Josh Windass has been their best player this season with 9 goals and 5 assists. But who else in that team do you think are going to cause Nottingham Forest some problems?
On the Wednesday team?
Yeah.
Did you just mention Patterson, did you?
No, I've not mentioned Patterson.
Because obviously Patterson's going to cause them a few problems on Wednesday for Forest. You mentioned Windass and Bannon as well. Reach rings a bell at left back. I'm trying to think who his previous club was.
Middlesbrough.
So
he was a talented youngster. He was.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, he was highly talented, Alan Reach. I think he scored a few bangers last season, and I think that's why, obviously, I remember him, because there was loads of clips on him on Twitter about him scoring like half volleys from 40 yards out when Sheffield Wednesday was pushing for the playoffs. obviously for
Just do some research on why they had the silence. Sorry, Luke.
yeah. I'd be shocked if some of their better players are staying around for League One. Obviously, Bannon, Harris, Reed. Sorry about that, Joe. Just my internet just went.
Just a quick thing on the minute silence. It was to remember those associated with the club who have passed away since 2020.
All right. Can everyone hear us? Is everything okay again? It's just my internet just fell off for no reason whatsoever. So hopefully everyone can still hear us. Just let us know in the comments if everything's all right now. So 2 minutes.
Well, I'm just looking at it on my phone and everything looks fine.
Alright, cool. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. It's been the second time this has happened. That happened with me and Stu for the Champions League, where my internet just cut. But it's a free kick for Nottingham.
He says it's good.
Good. Nottingham Forest have got the possession. As things stands, they go a place above Birmingham City in 16th with a draw. It's a must-win for Sheffield Wednesday. You imagine if they don't pick up anything but all 3 points, that will near enough confirm their relegation to League One. Which will be a shame because Sheffield Wednesday is a big club. Just showing that Lewis Grabban scored in their last game between Sheffield Wednesday. A free kick again. Free kick, foul. It looks like a foul by Bannon.
We have a comment from Greg Livingston. He said, "Is the minute silence for people who work for the club?" From what the articles that I've just read online, it's for people associated, so whether they work or support the club, who have passed away since 2020. That's why we did the minute silence before the game.
Yeah, and then Greg put, "Can't Westwood still play? He must be about 35 years old." Yeah, it probably is around. Oh, free kick in. Kieran Westwood with the safe hands. He looks to relieve some pressure on the Sheffield Wednesday defence, and now he rolls it out to Adam Reach, and then let's see whether or not Sheffield Wednesday going to play out from the back and just kick up long, gives it straight back to Nottingham Forest. James Garner, but James Garner gets the ball back. Gravinovic up to Garner. So you see if Nottingham Forest are going to do anything in this game, it's going to go through James Garner, who's been a revelation since he's joined on loan from Manchester United after previously spending time at, I think it was Watford. He spent time on at the beginning of this season. I think he spent there for half a season, didn't get the game time that United wanted, and sent him off to Nottingham Forest, and since then he's been a key player in that midfield. Now Sheffield Wednesday's got the ball. Let's see what they can do, and then just passing it out of play. They look like a team that's got no confidence whatsoever. Wednesday. Yeah. They're getting the ball and then they're losing it like 2 passes later.
Yeah. It's bizarre because when Barry Bannon called the scene at Aston Villa, he was supposed to be the next big thing, the next big star of Scottish football, but his career just seemed to have fell off a cliff all of a sudden. Yeah, Scotland international as well. Sheffield Wednesday with this point would be on 40 points, 3 points behind Derby, having played 2 more games than Rotherham, 1 more than Wickham, and 1 more than Derby. It's so weird to see Derby down in the bottom. Windass gets a corner for Sheffield Wednesday after just getting it off of the left back Ribeiro. Yeah, it's so weird to see Derby down
at 21st. Obviously they had Philip Cocu, and then he got sacked, and then Wayne Rooney was caretaker. He did well, and then he got the permanent job, which baffles me, because Wayne Rooney doesn't strike me as a manager. He strikes me as someone that is happy to get his money, and then he'll do anything but management. Shocks me. Like, he did well, and then all corner in, headed out by Ryan Yates, headed back in by Sheffield Wednesday. Now Bannon whips in another ball. Oh, just over the head. But looks like Samba just punched it clear. Looked like it was going to go on the head of Windass. But Samba just got a little tuck now. Bannon will take the corner on the left-hand side. Bannon wearing the captain's armband for Sheffield Wednesday. Looks like Sheffield Wednesday are going with the love train routine. Just waiting for Barry Bannon with the corner, whipped in, cleared by Nottingham Forest. Narcart closing down, and they've passed it back to Westwood, who've now just cleared it upfield again, and headed up by by Christie. Yeah, Nottingham Forest has been the better team so far. They've been more assured in possession than Sheffield Wednesday, who has really been unsure in possession, losing the ball a lot. But saying that, Sheffield Wednesday got the ball, and now free kick to Nottingham Forest. Is my internet alright? Because it's saying that my internet's... Everything alright with mine? Yeah. YouTube is not receiving enough video to...
Oh, mine was doing that the other day, saying that, but I didn't have any problems.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't appear to be any problems come through.
Stream status is... Nah, just let us know if... Oh, Sheffield Forest. They called for a handball after it's judged for a handball, but now Sheffield Wednesday got the ball. Can they break? Bannon plays it infield to Windass. Now Windass is running in. Can he pick out a good pass? He picks it out on the wing. Harris, and now it's into Bamba. That's probably Sheffield Wednesday's best bit of play there, and Knockout loses the ball and commits a foul, but it now looks like Sheffield Wednesday's getting back in the groove. Proper championship game where it's so back and forward. One team has the possession and then they give it straight back. Just looking at that handball shout. No, he's definitely in. He keeps his arm in a natural position. Plus, there's no VAR in the championship. But Sheffield.
This game has draw written all over it.
Yeah, this looks like where both teams are going to create a lot. That there's going to be plenty of half chances, and then they're going to look back at the game and go, "Oh, if only we've taken." Now Sheffield Wednesday's now got hold of the ball. It's probably their best spell of possession so far in the game. 10 minutes in. Ball out wide. To reach with the ball in. It's easily one-handed catch by Samba. And now he sent Nottingham Forest on the breakaway. It's very end-to-end so far.
So
If you're
a big fan of Anthony Knockout, I'm surprised Brighton haven't kept him in their squad. I think at times they lack something in that wide area at times. Brighton going forward. Maybe it's an age.
I think
But
I think Brighton just lack a finisher. I feel like, and Knockout doesn't strike me as a finisher, to be honest. He strikes me as a very good Championship player, but you get those players that are way too good for the Championship, but not quite Premier League level. That's what Knockout is like for me. It's the same as Timu Puki. Way too good for the Championship. Balled out in the Championship this season with 25 goals. And then the Premier League, he got 10 goals. So it'll be very interesting to see how Norwich and Watford do on their returns to the Premier League. But Nottingham Forest out. Gravinovic with the ball in. Got us blocked. And now for a throw-in. So Nottingham Forest deep in Wednesday's half.
I'm going to look at the subs bench to see who's available for both sides off the bench. I know it's only early stages of the game, but it's always good to have a look. Jordan Rhodes is still at Wednesday.
Jordan Rhodes? God, he was he went around for some big money in his early career.
Blackburn, Norwich City, Huddersfield amongst others.
Yeah. He was one of those players that was a really high level goal scorer, and then I think it just didn't work out at, was it Norwich? He went to Norwich, it just didn't work out there.
Yeah, and I think a few injuries stagnated his career as well. They've also got Alias Kachunga, that's a name that rings a bell.
From Huddersfield.
Yeah.
By Huddersfield, yeah.
And Alex Hunt as well, that's another name. We've got Jack Cole back on Forest's bench. Gaitan Bong, who was at Brighton a few seasons ago. Cole Jenkinson on loan from Arsenal.
No, it's not on loan.
Oh.
He's been permanent. No. Yeah.
Oh. That proves how much attention I've been paying to.
He went on a free transfer, I think.
And they obviously got Michael Dawson, Glenn Murray, and Lyle Taylor, who had a great record at Charlton not that long ago, but just doesn't seem to get a kick for Forest recently.
Yeah. Remember the hype around Jack Colback? I think when he was at Newcastle, I think Roy Hodgson called him up and called him like the Ginger Pirlo, and then like he got injured, so he never got a cap. And I was like, thank God for that. Can you imagine Jack Colback getting an England cap? Absolutely mental. Westwood with a poor ball out. Oh, good interception there. I thought we'd stop grab and go from the ball getting to grabbing.
Greg's back in the comments. He says, is Glenn Murray at Forest on loan, or is he permanently there? I thought he was still playing football.
I think he's what, is my live chat not work? Apparently I can't connect to the live chat, so you're all going to need to do the comments.
Sound I can do that for you?
Yeah.
I'll just double check that, because I remember he was on loan at one point, but I think it got made permanent. Just want to double check that.
Now, when
Forest, according to transfer amount, his contract expires on the 30th of June this year. He's 37 years of age.
Wednesday in the box. Looked, crossing, couldn't just hit Nottingham Forest player. Now Bannon gets the ball back, ball in. Couldn't quite get to Windass. Now Knockout gets the ball. Just loses it, but it's safely back to Samba. A very energetic first 15 minutes. Not a lot of quality. I think the best opportunity has actually fallen to Sheffield Wednesday with Harris, but it was an easy save by Samba.
Well, he was on loan at Watford early on in the season, Glenn Murray.
Yes, I think he was, yeah.
And they cut it short because he wasn't getting game time.
Yeah,
The rest of the season he was signed for Forest, so...
Last 10 minutes.
Sheffield made one league start for Watford.
Sheffield Wednesday's definitely had more of the ball the last 10. Stats came up saying that they've had 54% possession in the last 10 minutes.
Why did Wednesday get points deduction? I think it was the financial irregularities.
Yeah, I have just refreshed YouTube, so I've now got the comments up. Now, yeah.
Why did Google just do that? Change it to from Wednesday points deduction to deduction Wednesday. Whatever deduction Wednesday is.
Is Darren Moore still the manager? Tom James with a comment, hope Wednesday goes down from Barnsley fan. Do Barnsley and Wednesday have any big beef?
Yorkshire clubs, aren't they?
Yeah, Yorkshire clubs, yeah. Hey, imagine if Barnsley get promoted. Imagine if Barnsley get promoted. Hey Tom, are you confident about Barnsley getting promoted, or do you think it's just a season too soon?
They did play in the Premier in the 90s, didn't they? Barnsley?
Yeah. Cyanide Sing, when's this for the F1? The F1's on tomorrow. F1 is on tomorrow. The schedule for tomorrow, it's Chelsea women versus Bayern Munich women in the Champions League semi-final. Then followed that is the Portuguese Grand Prix. And then on Sunday night will be the World Snooker Championship final. And then on Monday will be the second part of the World Snooker Championship final. You'll get that here on Let's Talk Sport.
I've got a question for you, Luke. Obviously Norwich and Watford are locked in.
Yeah.
As promoted. At the moment, the other 4 teams in the playoff places are Brentford in 3rd, Bournemouth 4th, Swansea 5th and Barnsley 6th. Because I can't see Reading closing the gap on Barnsley. They've got 69 points and Barnsley have got 77. So it's unlikely that they'll close the gap. Which out of those teams would you like to see come up?
What would I like to see? Brentford. I'd love to see Brentford go up. I think they've been knocking at the door for a few years. I think it's too soon for Barnsley to get promoted. I don't rate Woodgate as a manager. I know he's done well at Bournemouth. I just don't rate him. I don't think he's very good. And for Swansea, there's just something about Swansea that doesn't fill me with confidence. They don't have a top quality goal scorer. I think the top goal scorer is Andre Ayew with 16. But I do rate Cooper though. Cooper's a very good manager. I think it wouldn't surprise me if he'll make the same route as Graham Potter and he'll end up at a lower half Premier League team in the summer. I'd like to see him go to like somewhere like a Palace or somewhere like that, or even take over from Potter at Brighton, because I think Potter should get the Spurs job. That's my shout. I think Potter should get the Spurs job because the thing is with Potter, he plays great football. But if Potter had the attackers Spurs had at Brighton, Brighton would be challenging for Europe this season. Everything about Brighton, up to the goal scoring, has been elite. Just the goal scoring hasn't been elite. And then obviously he's made decisions this season where people have gone, eh? Like with Matt Ryan, he just sent him on loan to Newcastle because he knew he had Sanchez in goal, who got called up to the Spain squad ahead of Kepa. So he's a good manager.
To be honest, whoever Spurs,
I
think Harry Kane will be off in the summer anyway.
Yeah, not getting Ten Hag because he's signed a new contract. Signed an extension.
You know the other day. I think the new Espirito Santo is a bit like...
Another version of Mourinho. It's just a younger Mourinho.
Wolves,
Tom James, if Barnsley go up, they'll come straight back down. Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, I probably do agree with you. And Connor Porter, they said good morning. A bit late there, Connor, watching the NFL draft. throw into Nottingham Forest now, deep inside Wednesday's half. Yeah, it'd be very interesting. I'd like to see Brentford go up, but if they don't go up, Ivan Toney's going. Like, he's definitely going. I think he'll break Glenn Murray's record for 30 goals in the Championship.
He'd do good at Palace, especially with Benteke out of contract in the summer, something like that.
Yeah. Greg Livingston, do me Matthew Ryan. He's Arsenal low from Brighton. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, he's out of contract as well. In the summer. I know Brighton won't re-sign him. I think Potter's made his mind up on him that he's not good enough. And to be honest, I don't particularly blame him. Like, his save percentage is like the worst in the league at under 50%. So the fact is, he's made the decision to get rid of him, knowing he's got the confidence to trust in the fact he's got a capable replacement is great man management. Tom James, who do you support? Me and Joe both support Liverpool.
Can you tell by the t-shirt?
Yeah, you can't tell. Yeah, Joe's got a Liverpool shirt. I will be getting a Liverpool shirt when I... No, actually, I won't be buying a Liverpool shirt, actually, because I'm still annoyed with the owner. And then Colin put, I think Swansea will go up in the playoffs. I think it will be... I think if it stays the same, it will be between... Yeah. I think it will be a Swansea and Brentford final. If the table stays the same, but obviously Bournemouth, Swansea and Barnsley have all got the same amount of points. And Brentford are only a few points ahead, so things could massively change between now and the end of the season.
Myself, I've got a soft spot for Bournemouth, so I'd like to see them go up again. But Brentford, I thought deserved to go up last year. They were very lucky in that playoff final against Fulham.
Yeah.
It was a dull affair, but the playoff final was very dull. But I don't think I think based on how they played throughout the whole season, they pretty much deserved to go up.
I think the infrastructure's there for Brentford to go up, and I think the infrastructure's there for Swansea as well. If they were to go up, they play great football. They're missing a goal scorer. That's what Swansea are missing. Because is Andre Ayew going to cut it at Premier League level again? I'm not too sure. And thank you for everyone who's watching this afternoon. Make sure to give us a like, share and subscribe on our journey to get 2k subs. That's the next big target for us.
$1.39 at the moment.
1.398. If we can get to 1.4 by the end of the stream, that'll be massive for us. Sheffield Wednesday, ball in by Windass, cleared by Nottingham Forest. But it's back to Windass again. No, or back to Reach, I mean. Reach to Bannon. Reach. Oh, back to Bannon, flicks it back to Reach. Reach with the ball in. Headed up by Nottingham Forest, and Gravinovic has got it for Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest looks to get it clear, but it's regathered by Sheffield Wednesday. Now it's lost by Sheffield Wednesday, and Greg Livingston. Arsenal should sign Matthew Ryan permanently. I watched him play against Fulham. He did okay. He could be a second choice keeper, to be honest. He had nothing to do against Fulham, so it could be a good free. The thing is, I don't think he should sign permanently. Arsenal need a better number one, not a better number two. Leno's a good number two, and then but I don't rate Leno. I think Leno's another Karius. I think Leno's is Loris Karius.
Who's the other lad that they got him?
Who? What, Arsenal?
Arsenal, yeah, they got another lad.
Yeah, Runnison, who was awful.
Yeah.
That's why they got Matthew Ryan, because Runnison was so bad. Connor Porter, will Liverpool help City win the title this weekend? No, because I think Liverpool are going to lose. I've just got a feeling the Liverpool are not going to beat United. I think if Liverpool don't win against United, top 4 is el finito. All penalty shout for Nottingham Forest, but it's not been given. Instead, it's a free kick to Sheffield Wednesday. Looking back, Gvinovic in. Does Hutchinson foul? Or looks like he just got a touch of the ball. Yeah, so no penalty. Lewis Grabban's got to be like the worst player, the worst facial hair of any player.
Upside down head, hasn't it?
Yeah. Sheffield Wednesday on the break. Ball through, what can they do? Oh, looks like a penalty shout for Sheffield Wednesday, but it's not been given in our Nottingham. Oh. And now they're looking to break. Knockhart's got the ball, who's been quiet in this game. Wow, what a few minutes. That's been... Greg Lewis, I hope so, Connor. I want Liverpool to beat the Skull and also out, and we will be close to the league title. And then
I think Liverpool get a draw, you know.
Yeah, but it's not going to be good enough for top 4.
Drawn the last few, haven't they, at Old Trafford? So
yeah.
Apart from the FA Cup, let's take the FA Cup out of the equation. But,
yeah.
I think it'll be draw, something like 2-2. I've just got a feeling there'll be goals. Both sides aren't defensively sound, are they? Let's be honest. So.
Nah. And Connor put last Forest game I went to was when we got thrashed by Sheffield Wednesday 4-0. I think you're right about this game, Joe. I think this has got a draw all over it. It's just when either team have got to the final third, just that final pass has just not been there.
Yeah, the final pass just not there in the final third. And I don't know what minute you're on yours. I just clicked onto 30 and again Wednesday just went down the left and.
What, you're on 30?
Yeah.
I'm on 28-40. But the thing is, in this game, Sheffield
so that you could commentate on the moments without.
Sheffield Wednesday have, like, most of their attacks have gone down the left with Adam Reacher at wing back and Harris. Like, that's been the most dangerous route for Sheffield Wednesday, causing Christie and Knockhart loads of problems down Forest's right, and Knockhart's not a good defender. He doesn't want to track back. Any player in either team impress you enough to think that they could play in the Premier League? James Garner. That's it. Probably James Garner is probably at that level, because he's definitely a cut above what's on the pitch. Oh, Harris. Oh, well, he's claiming for a penalty. Yeah, probably James Garner. I think he'll play for United next year. I think United are thinking they're going to get a DM because apparently Cavani and Pogba's going to sign new deals, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think you'll see James Garner play, and then United thinks, oh, we're going to get Sancho because Cavani's signing a new deal. I think he'll end up going to Liverpool. I think Sancho will end up going to Liverpool. Someone who's very reliable on the Liverpool football space, and a couple of things I watch, a guy that usually gets things bang on the nose, he said that we've already had meetings with Dortmund about Sancho already, and Klopp's has already come out and said that the summer is not going to be affected with not we get Champions League or not. So that pipe dream of Mbappe is not going to happen. But you could see, if you could guarantee Sancho that, yeah, we'll be in Europa for one season, but we'll be back in the Champions League, I think got the money. And plus Liverpool's financials came out as well. Like, I know they made a loss of 46 million, but so you know, it's it's the least out of the top clubs. Greg Livingston, no, Bert Leno is a good keeper. What about the Liverpool keeper? He had an awful season like against City. That you can call dreadful goalkeeping. Leno is a good goalkeeper. Leno is an average goalkeeper. Leno is an...
After error. Did you not see what he did last Friday?
Leno's an average keeper. Alisson's had a poor season by his standards. The best keeper in the league this season has been Martinez at Villa. He's been the best keeper in the league this year. Goal kick for Sheffield, for Nottingham Forest.
So who's this guy that you listened to, Luke, that said about Sancho? So when you said a reliable guy about Liverpool information, I thought you talked about me at first.
No. Do you know? Have you watched the LFC Day Trippers on YouTube with Grizz Khan? He every time he said something, like, he's quite in the know, and he said that Liverpool have had meetings with Dortmund about Sancho, and he said that apparently when we went to talk to them about Sancho last summer, Dortmund asked about Naby Keita, and Liverpool said nope.
Do you reckon we might change our mind with Keita?
I'm not fucking surprised. We've been linked with Basuma, and I was like, oh, what nationality is he? He was like, oh, Mali. Right, are they playing in the African Cup of Nations in January? When I found out they qualified, I was like, right, don't get him. Because I do not want to get players who are going to AFCON in January. Because what's the point of strengthening the squad if they're going in January for like 6 weeks to play AFCON? Does not make sense to me.
I told you about Basuma the other week.
Yeah, apparently it's been like 35 million.
It's like Konate's all done apart from we just need to activate his clause, but because his clause isn't come into effect yet.
Greg Livingston, okay, what about the City keeper? Has he had not a good season alongside Martinez? Ederson. Oh.
Doing alright?
He's done alright. He's done fine, but yeah, again, he's had errors this season. He's had moments where you've got, grabbing down the right, a ball in the box, cleared by Hutchinson. Reach keeps that back in. Now looks like Borna passes it out, but straight to Yates. Yates is eyeing up a shot. Deflection. Looks like a deflection. Has that gone through a deflection? Nope. Didn't take a deflection, and it's a goal kick. Yeah, like, I don't...
Hey, it's Adam's done in the comments. Adam McNally. Sorry.
No.
Luke, if you're still there, Adam, let us know. Sorry, continue.
This has been a game that has not had good quality in the final third. Everyone who's watching, make sure to give us a like, share and subscribe. We're on like 1.39k. Let's get to 1.4 by the end of this stream. That'll be a massive help to us. And
The reason why I asked about Adam.
Yeah.
Sorry, the audio keeps dropping out, so if I interrupt you, I apologise. The audio keeps dropping out on my end. So I wait for a pause, and then I think that you stop talking, and it comes back through. So sorry about that.
No. What were you saying?
I was asking about Adam because him and Darren, our friend Darren, that's on the channel. Darren has a feature when he's on about snacks, and him and Adam normally have a bit of banter once there. Adam's in the comments. I was going to ask him about what did he make about my snacks this week. Cause this week I've got chicken nuggets as my snack. But I think he's gone.
Cannot driving through the middle. Oh, he's tried to feed it through to Cafu, who was making a bursting run, but the ball was too heavy. So, yeah, he made a good run, but the ball was just too heavy. And now Sheffield Wednesday of playing it out from the back. Imagine Sheffield United are relegated and they're not going to play their rivals when they come back.
It's mad. Not good for Sheffield, really. Yeah, as a city, that both clubs are getting relegated from their respective leagues.
Yeah.
Oh, knock hard down the left. No. Oh, he's done him. No. A few straights, but he's whipped it in. No. Out of the way. Never mind, Luke, never mind. It was the way he was just doing some skills and dancing around. I thought he was going to get the ball in. Every time he seemed to shift to one Wednesday player, another Wednesday player coming back. The pitch doesn't look good at Hillsborough.
No.
The ball seems to be sticking a lot when the tackles go in. It just seems to be just stopping dead instead of moving away. It just isn't particularly good.
Shots on target, Joe. 1 to Wednesday. That was at Harris. 1 shot on target. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm just gonna go to sleep for 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, major's gonna happen, I don't think. Yeah, that 0-0 that you predicted looks more and more likely as this goes on.
Just gonna mute the mic 1 second whilst I grab a chicken nugget to eat because I'm hungry.
Got to knock out with some skills. Yeah, just oh, Christie on the right. Whips in the ball. Oh, looks like Graben headed it out. Now, looks like... Is it Green that's on the ball? And now, Nottingham Forest. Greg Livingston with a comment, but the thing is with Edison, he can kick the ball all the way to the striker and the striker can score. You never see that from a goalkeeper. Unbelievable what he does. Yeah, what's a goalkeeper's main attribute? Making saves. If he can assist, that's a bonus. I don't want a goalkeeper to have like 3 assists a season. I'd rather him have an extra couple of clean sheets rather than... Oh, what a poor ball is that by Borner. Just kicks it. He tries to cross full pass, but it's nowhere near his man, and it just kicks it out. It's Darren. Ah. Yeah. What was it? Samba kicks it up for Forest, but yeah, that's a poor kick. Borner collects the ball. Now it's back to Bannon. Bannon feeds it through to Windass. Now gives it to Harris, but offside. Looks like that Windass was offside there. Windass, the son of Hull legend Gary Windass. Now it's a free kick. Everyone that's watching, make sure to give us a like, share and subscribe for more sporting watch-alongs. We've got 3 watch-alongs coming for you tomorrow. We have the Women's Champions League semi-final second leg between Chelsea and Bayern Munich ladies. And then after that will be the Portuguese Grand Prix. And then after that will be the World Snooker Championship finals. Then on the Monday will be the second part for that final.
So surprised to see Cafu playing at the age of 50.
Yeah, the legend. Free kick to Nottingham Forest. Looks like who's getting booked? Is that Andre Green? No, it's Liam Palmer. Scotland international. Bit of a nasty one there. Deserves his booking. His 5th yellow of the season. Okay, Luke, as a Liverpool fan, would you keep the keepers Liverpool have, or would you like to see Liverpool sign a keeper? I want Liverpool to sign a keeper. One, because Adrian's leaving, Kelleher's always injured, and Alisson needs competition. So I would sign another keeper, yes I would. Who? I don't know. That's for the Liverpool department to sort out, but that's not a priority. Free kick, knockout, easy claim for Westwood. Yeah, I'd definitely sign another keeper, because one, Alisson gets injured quite frequently considering that he's a goalkeeper. Kelleher picked up a stomach injury and he's not been seen since, and Adrian's Adrian. Less is said about him the better. Sheffield Wednesday breaking through, tried to go for a shot which was blocked and now just easily given back to Forest. And now they can break forward with Cafu. Graben's drifted out on the right. Back to Cafu, ball in. Gravinovic, across the box. Graben couldn't get on the end of it. That was probably Nottingham Forest's best passes of play? Yeah. Ball in by Cafu. Tapped back in by Gavinovic, but Graben couldn't get on the end of it. Of what would have been I wouldn't say a guaranteed tap in, but it would have probably provided an opportunity for a shot at goal. Now Wednesday kicked the ball forward, but it's easily gathered by Bamba. "90 seconds left of the first half. I don't imagine there to be any extra time because the ball's been in play because both teams have been so bad. Gravinovic out on the left, back to Garner. Greg Limms, I thought
penalty. Penalty
for who?
Forest.
I
was watching the incident and I thought he hadn't given it first. It was poor ball. Westwood to reach back to Westwood. It all mess. Westwood comes out, snaps Anthony Knockhart in the box. Referee blew the whistle. I didn't think he'd given it. Now, what's what I'm saying? Lewis Gavin steps up, right-footed. Oh, it's saved!
Oh!
It's saved by Westwood. Dives down to his legs, gets a firm hand to it, and tips it around the post.
Oh!
Great steps. Right-footed.
I'm just seeing the penalty now. That's a snap. I feel Bradford's keeper should be in the Premier League, or the Nottingham Forest keeper. Both two unbelievable goalkeepers. Did you see the mistake Raya made in the playoff final last year?
Oh, free kick from...
Yeah.
Time, wasn't it? Yeah. To save the Westwood.
Just gonna see that now. It's just going to.
Calling him Lee Westwood, but it's Kieran Westwood.
Yeah, I think he's retired from island duty. But it's half time between. It's 0-0 between Palace and City.
0-0.
Yeah.
Connor said it had to be a pen.
Had to be, yeah, definitely. But I'm now watching Graben's penalty. Oh, what a great save! What a great save! Strong hand. That'd be crucial, especially if Wednesday can win this game. Knockhart and Westwood are having some words, as it's now half time.
Mighty Mighton is standard.
half time between Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest. 0-0 at half time. Joe, talk about the first half. Probably the only bit of action has been the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's been pretty quiet. You've had that shot early on, didn't you, for
Harris?
Harris, Kadina Harris, and nothing really else happened, to be honest. Picked up the booking, wasn't there in the game as well as a booking with the late challenge. But other than that, apart from when the penalty happened, I can't recall anything of note happening in this game, and that's the sad state of affairs. Liam Parton picked up the booking. Lewis, it was the penalty incident come from a Wednesday mistake. The goalkeeper Westwood playing it short to the full back. He played his ball back. Reach played the ball back to Westwood. The ball goes up in the air. Westwood comes out because the ball's short. The grabbing and takes him out. He's lucky not to receive a card, I think, as well.
Yeah. Surprised he didn't get a yellow.
Grabbing steps up, side foot, right footed, side foot penalty towards the bottom left, and Westwood gets across and makes a wonderful save and tips it out and around the post, and then obviously the whistle went and he was smothered by his defenders. So
yeah, saying thank you for bailing us out.
Apart from that, this game has been dull and lifeless. I can't spin it in a positive way.
No. No, we shall.
Yeah, I mean, just a positive.
No. No. Shall we discuss a transfer rumour that has been going around, Joe? But before we do that, for anyone who's new to Let's Talk Sport, please give us a like, share and subscribe. This weekend's got some more live watch-alongs for you. We have the second leg between Bayern Munich and Chelsea ladies in the Champions League semi-final, followed by the Portuguese Grand Prix, and then Sunday evening will be the World Snooker Championship finals. Right, Joe, the transfer that has been going around has been Philip Coutinho to Everton. Everton willing to pay £40 million for him, which seems like the Everton transfer module. Look who's flopped at Barca. Can we bring him in and revive his career? Like, there's no way this happens, right? There's no way. There's no way. Because apparently Coutinho turned down Spurs last summer because he's got the love for Liverpool. But obviously, if he goes to Everton, that's a load of rubbish. He doesn't love Liverpool. He loves the money.
Well, that was evident when he went to Barcelona.
Yeah.
That he loved the money. He said, well, he puts in a transfer request the day before the season starts. Then fakes a back injury. His back was bad, so he couldn't play or train for Liverpool.
But he went to Brazil.
Yeah, he played for Brazil and trained with Brazil. Then he come back to Liverpool and his back was bad again. And the transfer failed. It's ludicrous. The fact you say it probably can't happen, him going to Everton, but it doesn't sound right. But stranger things happen in the game.
Yeah, that's very true.
They go football, and Felipe Coutinho, I couldn't have seen him going on loan to Bayern Munich last season, but that happened, and he won the Champions League with them.
Yeah, won the league as well.
Yeah, and won the league. And at the end of it, apparently he wanted to return to Liverpool, but Liverpool aren't interested, and I don't blame the club for being interested. The ship has sailed. His attitude was poor in his last season, and I think if he goes to Everton, he will have well and truly ruined any respect that Liverpool fans have for him.
Yeah, I feel like the ship sailed with him. I think that shows Klopp's ruthless streak. Coutinho's begging to come back, and Klopp's like, no, I like you called it. You stay at Liverpool, you become a legend. If you go to a Barca or Real Madrid, you're just another player. You're no one special. I think his stint at Barcelona has shown that he's just been, just any other player. Really, and obviously, like he had a successful spell at Bayern, but obviously Bayern weren't willing to pay the money that Barca wanted for him. So it wouldn't surprise me if he did go to Everton. It wouldn't surprise me.
Just an image I don't want in my head is Coutinho in Everton shit. But I lost all respect for him when he forced out his move. We got 146 million.
Yeah, we absolutely.
Way to the bank.
Yeah, and that's why he's not been playing, because Barca can't afford to pay Liverpool the money, which is funny considering that Messi's about to sign a brand new deal at Barca to keep him tied down, and apparently Mino Raiola said that Barcelona are interested in him as well, in Haaland. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens with Coutinho. It wouldn't surprise me if Coutinho does leave, because there's no place for him. He's been injured. So he's been injured. I'd be shocked if Barca even get 40 for him. Especially considering the amount of money that Barca bought him for.
Well, I think Liverpool be better off it anyway. Sometimes we do need that number 10 creative midfielder trying to break down the low blocks. But I think Coutinho would be better off without him as a whole. His attitude was poor towards the end. Okay, people might say, he did score some goals, but he only picked up his performances when the window was coming around the corner.
Yeah.
And at Christmas time, December time, that's when November, December time was really when his performances picked up, because he knew the transfer window was coming in December and he wanted to keep Barcelona key.
Yeah.
He's went to Barcelona, he's not impressed at all. I was at the Liverpool-Barcelona semi-final, the second leg, 4-0, and he was a ghost.
Yeah.
If his name wasn't announced over the tannoy before the game, I wouldn't have known he was on that football pitch.
Yeah.
And then when he got substituted, the ironic cheers was absolutely brilliant. See how devastated he was. It was brilliant. It was revenge best is a dish best served cold, they say, and it was so sweet that moment.
Yeah.
And then the clips of him crying in the dressing room with Jordi Alba and Messi, etc. was quite a nice sight as well. Although I do have respect for Lionel Messi as a player, but
Yeah.
still. As Suarez as well, the same happened to him.
Yeah, he did the celebrations as well. And you're like, just want you to lose now.
Vegs in the comments, he said, did you see that City have signed Kai, who people said he's meant to be the next Neymar? He's only 17, only worth 9 million from the Brazilian club Fluminense. Yeah, I saw that. Don't know too much about him, but from what I read in the article about it, he's supposed to be a very good up-and-coming star with a very high ceiling.
Yeah. Hey everyone, we are 7 subscribers away from 1,400 subs, so it'll be a massive thing if we can get there in this live stream. That'll be massive for us. And if you want to see some more Championship watch-alongs, I'm sure that will be covering the playoff semis and finals in the battle to reach the Premier League.
Also, people that are viewing, trying to put the pressure on Jamie, because he promised us at 500 and he promised us at 1,000 that if we hit 1,000 subs, he'd present, do a Gary Lineker. Gary Lineker said a few years ago, if Leicester won the league, he'd present Match of the Day in his boxers. And he did present the start of the show in his boxers. Jamie said if we hit 1,000 subs, he would present a watch-along, or the start of a watch-along in his underwear. The likelihood of that happening was very slim anyway, but he's still not done it. So we're trying to put the heat on. So every time you watch along, please remind him of that.
We're so mean.
The lads are trying to get me to do. They suggested the other day that if we hit 5k, I present one top for us, but I don't really know whether that's a site that would make us lose followers or whether it would make us gain. I don't know. I'm not that kind of guy.
Yeah, luckily I've not put down saying that I'd do anything, so it's all good.
I don't know why they picked me. Whether it's they know I've got a pack under here. I don't know.
Oh dear. Anything Sheffield Wednesday need to do in the second half to to win. I do think he just needs more shots at goal, because there's barely been any shots at goal.
Yeah, it's been the one, didn't you say?
Yeah, there's been one shot on target.
So, going to my stats, just refreshing it, just to make sure the stats are updated. 3 shots from Wednesday, 6 from Forest, but only 1. Well, it now says my stats is 1 on target for Forest. On Wednesday, sorry, and 2 for Forest now that I've updated. But I think more of those Forest shots was from the penalty spots. You can really just.
Yeah, must be, because.
I don't recall any other shots other than one from the penalty spot for Forest, so I don't know where that's come from.
Yeah. Must be thinking, because it's been nothing in terms of like both teams have gotten to the final third, and it's been, it's been their chances. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you. See, girlfriend coming up trumps. Look at that, cup of tea. Cup of tea. Absolutely.
Now, the age-old question: is it water first or milk first? Because I always go water and then the milk.
Water first.
Yeah, definitely.
It's water first. Oh, yeah, absolutely wonderful. That's when you've got yourself. No, we usually have a splash of milk in our. Just a splash, not too milky. So it's water. Squidge the tea bag around a bit, give it a little stir, take it out, dash of milk, stir it, and then brilliant.
My sister doesn't drink tea. My mum and dad do, and they like theirs with only a splash of milk. They don't like much milk. Whereas I have a sugar, I have a spoonful of sugar.
I don't have sugar.
I like mine quite milky as well. You see, so I'm quite controversial. It's a wonder they haven't disowned me.
Yeah.
Over decisions like this.
I think.
Let us know your brew thoughts in the comments.
Yeah. Let us know how you like your tea or you like your coffee. Spoiler: I hate coffee, so I hate the smell.
Same.
So it's like, ooh. Right. Second half. Is there anything that Nottingham Forest need to do? Because they had a couple of half chances. Is it just the final ball that's been lacking for Nottingham Forest in this half? Because Knockhart's been... He's picked up the ball like far too deep in my eyes. He's picked up in his own half and he's tried to be the French Messi and just go in and out 2 and 3 people. He had that through ball into Cafu that was overhit. And that was like the only moment on the ball. Like they got to get him and Gravinovic on the ball more. And I'd even take off one of the 3 central midfielders and put on is it Alex Myton? Apparently he's a very exciting youngster, and get Gravinovic in the 10 and get Myton out on the wing and really, get at this Sheffield Wednesday team, because as you've seen, when Wednesday have been playing it out from the back, they look a bit shaky. Forest got a penalty from it, and if you're Sheffield Wednesday, you go for broke, because if you don't win this game, you're going down. Like if you don't win, you're going down, and you don't want to. When you get relegated, you don't want to go out with a whimper, because there's still an opportunity for the Derby to get dragged into this. I'd love Derby to get relegated. I'd love Rooney to get relegated. I'd love him to get relegated. I think Rooney's an absolute... don't like Rooney whatsoever. I know he's a legend, but...
Imagine the interview afterwards.
Yeah. He's never been a manager type in my eyes. So I hope they get relegated just for that.
Yeah, speaking of Might, is it Myton?
Yeah.
That's what Adam said before, Myton is Prem Standard, that's what he's just said in the comments before.
Myton's Prem
I got
Standard.
confused when reading it says Mighty Myton is Prem Standard, and I was like, what? And I realised what it meant, yeah.
Or maybe Glenn Murray, go for the more direct approach. Go for a 4-4-2 and really, the 2 strikers against the 3 centre-backs.
It needs to be more expensive, don't it, if I start down that side.
Yeah. Now today, Norwich can clinch the Championship title if Watford fail to win. And in League 1 today, Peterborough can win promotion, and Northampton and Rochdale can both be relegated. And in League 2, Bolton and Cambridge can both be promoted, and Southend must win for a chance to avoid the drop. I've got a friend who's a massive Cheltenham fan, and they got promoted, and he's absolutely buzzing. My mate.
Dance for their manager.
Yeah. Michael Duff played in the Premier League when Burnley got first promoted. Remember when it was Danny Ings and Sam Vokes up front? Michael Duff was playing in that back line. Oh.
I remember back in 2010 when they first went up.
As it stands, Sheffield Wednesday are 3 points off safety, playing a game more than Derby, and Rotherham are, and having played 2 more games than Rotherham and 1 more game than Wickham. I'd love Wickham to stay up. I'd love Wickham because they did a football thing when I was still living in England years and years ago, and I actually met Gareth Ainsworth when he was still playing. So I'd love for them as like a little personal thing. I'd love for them to stay up. I'd love for them to stay up.
Where are you living in England, mate?
I was living this Maidenhead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Wickham did a thing at my old primary school. So I would absolutely love it if they managed to stay up. They got they're similar to when Yeovil got promoted. No one gave them a chance. They were odds on to go straight back down. Yeovil managed to survive a season before getting relegated. The same with MK Dons when they got promoted. They were odds on to go straight back down again, but I love a fairy tale. Everyone loves a fairy tale, don't they, in football? And for me, it would be Wickham surviving. I don't think they will. Greg Livingston, do you know there is no promotion or relegation the National League? So does that mean whoever's bottom in League 2 in the league stays because there's no promotion in the National League? There is promotion in the National League. There's whoever wins the league and the playoffs.
I know the season ended prematurely in the National League North and that lot, below the National League.
Yeah, I think they'll do points per game to sort that out.
Chester was second in their league. I'm hoping that they get sorted and go up.
Yeah,
but then again, the only benefit I have if they don't is my referees in their league, and he said that just in the Chester game he'll sort me out some free tickets. So if they don't go up and he referees their games, I get free tickets. So yeah.
Just starting off the second half, just about to start. Sheffield Wednesday are going to be kicking us off.
Laid down the D the other week, Luke.
Yeah. God, I need to get back into shape because I want to play again. We've kicked off.
It was the first time I played football in 6 months and I was tired. I couldn't walk for like 3 days afterwards.
And we
did the warm-ups, did the warm-down.
Oh, Graben's got the ball already for Nottingham Forest. To Knockhart. Back to Garner. Garner to Cafu. Cafu's definitely for me as being the Forest is I wouldn't say worst player, but when he's been on the ball he's not been great. He'd be my first sub. I'd sub him off, get another attacker. You can have Garner and Yates anchoring that midfield and just get another forward on. Knockhart to Cafu. Cafu with the ball in. Krovinovic headers it up. Goes out to the right. And now Harris is trying to break out for Wednesday. Gets past Knockhart and skips past Yates. Gets pushed over by Yates. Now it's a free kick for Sheffield Wednesday. Everyone who's tuned in for the second half, please give us a like, share and subscribe. We're nearly at 1,400 subscribers. Greg Livingston with a comment. Well, I heard there is no relegation or promotion in the National League. I might be wrong, but that's what I've heard a long time ago. No, there will definitely be promotion. I think there'll be one less relegation slot because Dover lost all their points. So there might be one less relegation spot. Oh no. I think there's one more club's going to get promoted from one of the bottom leagues to fill up the National League because Dover went bust.
I have to go bust now, then.
I think so. I don't know. I'd have to ask Andy because he's Andrew Pollard because he's our Wrexham fan and he knows most. Yeah, because he might know something. Corner to Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, Dover. Yeah. I think.
Still going according to this.
Yeah, still going. I think they went relegated because financially they were cream crackered or something.
Because they were doing quite well at one point.
Yeah, I think they were. Ambition to pull the playoffs. Worrell's down, looking like he.
26th of March, it says here. They were hit with a National League club hit with a fine, points deduction, and the results expunged.
Yeah.
And God. Oh, he's at the side netting. Now the goalkeeper hits the side netting. The National League club has been issued a 12-point deduction for the 2021-22 season and fined £40,000. So the deduction hasn't hit this season, but it hit next season for Dover.
Yeah, I think Dover are going relegated into National League South. So basically they'll start next season with 12 points deducted. Yeah, they're going straight back down again.
So it says Dover at bottom of the National League, having only played 15 games this season, the fewest in the division, and have not played since January the 30th. The Kent-based club has yet to respond to the National League statement because it says something here about National League club. The club, which has the right to appeal, placed all management, players and staff on furlough on the 14th of February. An independent panel charged 18 clubs for an alleged breach of league rules. Dover, who have not played a fixture since the 30th, were one of 7 clubs to vote to stop the season in mid-February, but obviously that vote went against them. In a statement, the National League said the panel had to consider the integrity of the competition and actions of Dover in relation to the other 22 clubs that continue to incur much cost as they fulfil their fixtures where Dover do not. Dover Athletic avoided costs by not completing their season alongside the other 22 clubs. In addition, the National League basic award meant they were significantly benefiting from not completing the season compared to the 22 clubs that have continued. So the panel concludes that 3 points per breach should be deducted from the club's record in season 2021-22 in view of current financial situation in order to reflect the approach taken in other cases of breaches of the rule 8.39. The independent panel would reduce the fine by 20% to 40,000. So Dover, bottom of the National League, haven't played just 15 games.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've just seen the chance there by Graben. I imagine if they had another centre forward, he could have squared that across to a Glenn Murray. Sheffield Wednesday have been poor at the back, just on the ball, losing it at every opportunity. Look really uncomfortable. So you get another attacker on there, really press at them. I think Nottingham Forest might win this 1-0. I think they might win it 1-0. That's my prediction. What, 2? No. Yeah, Garner over the free kick. Plays it short to Kavinovic. Back to Garner. Lovely play out to the left to Knockout. Knockout's going to cut in on that left. Whips it in. Header out. Now can Wednesday counter. Windass, or was it Patterson? Yeah. Patterson tried to feed it through the legs like he's a prime winger. When he's like the pound man James Milner, isn't he? You know, he played at full back, centre back, midfield, striker, winger. That Greg Livingston with another comment. That's where teams should help the small teams like Dover, who went bust because the owner would not continue to put money in the club. Completely agree. Completely agree. The bigger club should be helping the league pyramid to survive through COVID, but I guess you've seen in COVID where people's real priorities lie, and that will always be to look out for number one, which is yourself. I feel like that's where the big clubs look what the big clubs wanted to do with the Super League. They wanted a near enough close shop where they could produce as much money as they wanted. I went to rubbish saying that it would protect the lower league. What a load of rubbish.
On the flip side on that thing, yes, I do get the argument why big clubs should help the little clubs out and stuff. But on the other side of that is, I think a lot of people think, well, if their owners mismanage the club and it's been a bit dodgy, why should we help them out?
Yeah, true.
I think that's the other side of things. Why should the big clubs help someone that has no interest in putting money in? Because I think with David, it's more the fact that the owners pulled the money out instead of actually.
Right, okay.
Them actually having financial difficulties. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's where they stand.
Yeah, not really much in terms of quality happening in this second half. Nottingham Forest have had probably the best opportunity in the second half. Grabban went around the goalkeeper and hit the side netting after a poor back pass by Borner.
Andre Green's come off and Jordan Rhodes has come on.
Yeah, he's not really been much. Greg Livingston with another comment. Grabban with a shot blocked. Big clubs could give 100k, which is not a lot of money for those big clubs. Could do, but all clubs are losing money. I don't think clubs have got a spare 100 grand to give to lower league clubs. I think that's where you've got the likes of the sporting officials should be going to help.
Is Cafe related to the Cafe, I wonder?
Hey, someone's let us know in the comments.
Cafe is a Portuguese professional footballer who plays for English Club Forest, so I'll take that as a no.
Yeah. Jordan Rhodes coming on. Colin Porter, I'll be disappointed the Forest don't win this game now. Yeah, I'd be slightly disappointed. Forest have been the better team. They've created the bigger chances. Yeah, as you said a couple of minutes ago, Green has come off for Jordan Rhodes. His former Aston Villa youth product. He's at Portsmouth, I think, before that. I think he was at Portsmouth after he got released. That's ended up at Sheffield Wednesday. He'll be more likely playing League One football next season. Everyone who's watching the stream and in the live chat, big thank you. Let's try and get to 1,400 subscribers before the end of the stream. And make sure that if you're wanting some more sporting content and more sporting watch-alongs, then stay around for Let's Talk Sport, as tomorrow we've got 3 watch-alongs, 3 different sports. The first one will be the Women's Champions League semi-final between Bayern Munich and Chelsea in their second leg, followed by the F1 Grand Prix, the Portuguese Grand Prix, and then followed by that will be the World Snooker Championship finals. Oh, Garner. The grabbing. Back to Cafu's got the ball. Cafu back to Christie. Christie tried to poke it through, but it wasn't enough, and now can Sheffield Wednesday counter with is it Harris? Yeah, Harris. Up against Connaught, who's tracking back. I'll eat my words saying he doesn't really track back a lot. Luke, realistically, Man City owner who's a multi-billionaire, do you think he'll really worry about giving 100k? Probably to him, no, he probably doesn't, because probably 100k is like us losing a couple of quid down the back of the sofa to him. But to other owners, you're not going to be giving 100k to a club. You just wouldn't. City's owner might, because he's got so much money, like he might be able to do it. But if you're the Glazers or FSG or Kroenke, are you going to be giving 100k of your own cash to a team that's not even in the Football League just because you're feeling kind? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make financial sense to them. Goal kick to Forest. Oh.
Good lord, we've had a shot.
Oh my god! So who shot it?
Jordan Rhodes.
Jordan Rhodes.
I gave him a corner.
And Grenham's. I am a City fan. Yeah. But City's owners not going to give that type of money away. The rich owners won't. Trust me, they won't. It would be nice to see if clubs did that, but no. Last 10 minutes, most of the action has been shared between the midfielder and Nottingham Forest's third. We need a little bit of quality in this. Hopefully if Rhodes and win that up front, it may be provide a little bit more attacking impetus.
Oh. You'll see it in a minute, Luke. Yellow card, Patterson.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Challenging Ribeiro knocks the ball past him and he just sends Ribeiro flying.
I wonder how old he is, because he's got in grey hair like he's in his 30s, but I swear it's not even in... Yeah. Oh my god, a header. I'm gonna see how old Callum Patterson is. Oh, there was a goal. 26. Callum Patterson's 26. No fucking way.
Wasn't he at Burnley at one point? Am I wrong?
No, he was at He was at Hearts.
Ah, okay.
He's played 7 matches for Scotland. He's played for Cardiff. Played for Hearts. Yeah, so he's played for Hearts, Cardiff, and Sheffield Wednesday. He's played 42 games this season. Scored 7 goals and 3 assists. That's 10 goal contribution, 42 games. Oh, I've just seen that. That's a proper. Oh, what? You've just gotten past me. See you later.
I'm thinking of Martin Patterson.
Martin Patterson.
Yeah.
He was at Nottingham Forest, I think.
Who's now at Tampa Bay Rowdies. So there was a Patterson that played for Burnley, but it was Martin Patterson. Don't get points for Patterson.
Greg Livingston, see, I was angry as Barry went into administration. They were crying out for clubs to help them, and I'm a City fan. I was totally angry that the owner's not giving them money to help them. Yeah. That's where when I see, right, Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher sat on your high horse over the European Super League. You're only upset because Sky aren't the big fish. That you were worried that you were going to lose your job. And guess what's happened since then? Gary Neville's got his own YouTube channel. Yeah? With the production value of Sky, called The Overlap. Something that Gary Neville never did in his career was overlap. So, like, it's... The thing is, yeah, like, everyone at Sky, TalkSport, so hypocritical, because the only thing you care about is your bottom line. Like, that's it. You were worried that you weren't going to be the big dogs in the yard. And, like, I know, like, Gary Lineker said, oh, if the European Super League happened, then I wouldn't do it. And I said, I thought, what a load of rubbish. You'd be the first one wanting like a brand new big money contract to host the European Super League on BT Sport. And I know BT Sport and Amazon were like, oh no, we're not going to do it. What? Are you saying, like, if the money wasn't right, you wouldn't do it? What a load of rubbish. What a load of rubbish. And now the Super League's not happened. Guess what's going to happen? I bet you Sky increase their subscription service. I bet you BT do the same. And guess what? BT's going to get sold. BT Sport's getting sold. And guess what that's going to happen? People are going to pay more money. They can pay more money again. And it's like the fan protests only did one thing. They just helped the other money men who aren't as big as the other money men. So it's just for clicks. It's just for clicks, the big passionate rants about, oh, this is so bad, and you know, managers need to be given time and this and that. So yeah, Gary, you sacked how many managers this season? Oh yeah. So when you talk, I don't listen, because you chat rubbish. Now. End of rant. I don't know when not that you... Pardon?
The thing with BT Sport is, like, when they first got the Champions League, they made it free.
Yeah.
So that when they took the rights off ITV, they said, oh, we'll make it free, people can still watch it free there. Then next season, they started charging for it, and they couldn't have it for free. And yes, I think it's good that they air every game. But I think there should be football on terrestrial TV, so it should be on the likes of ITV. It's like, I think so many of the Premier League and Football League games should be on BBC and ITV.
Yeah.
And I think it should be split so that everyone gets a chance, because not everyone can
Yeah, or even out the red button.
I've only got Sky Sports subscription at the moment because we got an offer. We said to Sky we were going to quit, they gave us an offer, so we said, alright then, we'll have it, you know, at this discounted price.
Yeah, I've got BT because it's on my phone contract. Oh, can I cut? Oh, it's cutting in. He's trying to cut in. Take it far too left. Looks like that Alex Mighton and Lyle Taylor are warming up for Nottingham Forest. Cafu with a shot way wide. Yeah, sorry, Joe.
With BT, I've got BT well, parents pay for BT Internet, I live at home. It's all about financials. Yeah, and we get it cheap. Well, I say cheap, we get it part of like the internet deal sort of thing. But I don't think it's particularly great, the coverage. I thought it was when it first come on. You know, when they first come on the air, they were quite good to BT Sport, but I think now they've got a bit too big for the boots, and I don't think the coverage is that great. I think the commentary teams are. I think Dan Fletcher's a good commentator.
Oh yeah, love Darren Fletcher.
And I think obviously Peter Drury, and he covers their Champions League games, but that's not for BT particularly. It's
love Peter Drury.
Whatever company that the Champions League, they've had the Champions League rights off, he's commentated for them. And there's, I can't remember his name now. Ian Dark, is it?
Yeah, he's good as well.
But Matt Malloman, I can't stand as a co-commentator. Michael Owen wasn't very good as a co-commentator, but he admits that in his book. His book is actually quite a good read, to be fair to Michael Owen. I'll give him credit on that.
Gary Neville does my head in. Like we're talking about.
He's a commentator, but it does my head in now. All it is about publicity with him.
Yeah, is it him? him and Carragher, I'm like, I think Martin Tyler's way outdated. I think he's so outdated, and like the thing is, yeah, like it's so obvious. You get Carragher to do Liverpool games, Neville to do United games. I'm like, I don't care. Oh, Rhodes, oh, a header just wide, just wide. Yeah, but like it needs a massive shake-up, but it won't because people have got fingers in loads of different pies, and people don't want to lose the money that they make off the different broadcasters. And like, I know that the European Super League was a poorly thought up idea, but and I think if it came with a different proposal and it was thought out a lot better, I think it would have gone through. But you know, just mental.
Something that I disagree with Jamie with is he said Clyde Tilsley's finished. He says Clyde Tilsley's finished as a commentator, and I'm like, no.
No.
I think Clyde Tilsley's still one of the best around.
Martin Tyler's been finished for the last decade. Since the thing is, right, Martin Tyler doesn't. The only thing he gets excited about is United goals. That's it. Apart from Aguero, he creams his pants over United goals, like the Martial, and that's it. Like every United goal, you see like the passion. Even though he says that he's a Woking supporter, I'm like, oh yeah, I bet you've been paid to say that you support Woking.
He's born in Chester, believe it or not, so technically it should be a Chester.
Yeah, those companies need a massive shake-up, but it won't happen. The prices will go up, and I think places like TalkSport and Sky, I think they're trying to copy YouTube. I think they're looking at channels that are highly successful, and they're trying to copy the format of what makes them get the clicks. So what shall we do this? Yeah, so they're a bunch of hypocrites anyway. You get Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV on, thinking that he's going to be discussing about the Super League, and then you get Ray Parlour going, you like it when Arsenal lose, don't you? To get more money. And I'm like, completely wrong topic. It's just, the big companies are scared, I think, of channels on YouTube that are pulling in better numbers than the big corporations. Knockout's been booked by the way, and Alex Myton's come on for Cafu, which I called earlier in the first half, which should happen. Get some more forward pressure. Oh.
Big save.
Big save by who?
Forest keeper. Ball's down the right hand side. I couldn't quite see who it is that's got him behind for Wednesday. Can't quite see from the angle. But he's just a fish right footed shot towards the near post. It's a big save by Bamba.
I think it's Samba, isn't it?
Samba? Sorry.
Yeah, I think
Samba.
so.
Yeah, Samba. Yeah, Samba, sorry. It's B Samba. I read Bamba. And it was Windass who got in with the shot. Nearly stuck it in at the near post, but Samba got the save. Sorry about my mispronunciation. I called him Bamba then. If it's a new player that's just signed.
Lyle Taylor is looking like he's about to come on. Greg Livingston, our Salford club with big money. Our Salford club with big money, as the most owned by a Singapore billionaire, alongside Gary Neville, his brother, and else is the shareholders, and who else is the shareholders of the club?
Giggs.
But let's not talk about him. Let's not. He doesn't deserve the airtime.
Neville.
Nicky Butt.
Beckham, because he decided to join after they'd already set.
Oh, great save! Great save out there near post by Samba. I've just seen that save now. Sorry, Joe.
There's Beckham that joined a couple of years ago, didn't he? He joined like 3-4
Yeah.
years after they bought it. It was when they were getting promoted out the National League that Beckham bought a stake, and I'm thinking, yeah, typical you. Join late on after.
He's such a hypocrite, Gary Neville, about the big money. I'm like, you financially doped your way out the National League. You spent more than anyone to get out that league. Like, it's just because, like, every time he says, oh, you've got to give managers time, and I'm like, you're such a hypocrite. You've been sacking managers all season. I think they won the Papa John Trophy, and then they sacked the managers shortly afterwards. I'm like, you're such a hypocrite, Gary. You're such a hypocrite. And you think for the views, right? Absolutely hypocritical. I'm expecting Jamie to jump in the comments and have a go at me for slagging off Gary Neville, but considering that he hasn't, it shows that I'm right. Yeah.
He's a mount, Gary Neville. Absolute mount.
Yeah.
Normally I don't go on my phone whilst on air, but I'm just replying to a message. So please forgive me for that.
Unprofessional.
I know.
City are 2-0 up at Palace. Aguero and Ferran Torres scored. And Lewis Grabban is coming off for Lyle Taylor. Grabban has probably had Forest's best two opportunities. He had the missed penalty in the first half, and he went round the goalkeeper and hit the side netting in the second. Zinchenko came. Brighton Leeds on at 3 o'clock. Just going to check the Brighton team. Good team, that. Sanchez, Webster, Dunk, Ben White. Veltman, Gross, Basuma, Dan Burn at left wing back. Trossard behind Welbeck and Mopey. And then Leeds is Melier, Ayling, Lorente, Koch, Alioski, Stewart, Dallas, Clich, Roberts, Harrison, Banford. Myton screaming for a penalty, but not given. Do you guys know who the Singapore owner is? Peter Lim.
Didn't he own Valencia at one point?
Yeah, because that's why he hired Gary Neville.
Bezzies.
Yeah, Bezzy Mates.
I scared Gary Neville once, inadvertently.
Good. How?
How?
Yeah.
I was working at a match, Liverpool Man City last season when we won 3-1 Liverpool, and I'd stood my bag in this room, come out of the room, and Gary Neville was trying to get through these double doors at the end of the stand that were locked. He's effing and blind and swearing, and making these comments about how useless scouts is, blah blah blah, and all that lot. And then I come through these doors, and he just sees someone out the corner of his eye, and he jumps a mile. I'm not going to use the language that he used, but he swore and then apologised for the stuff he'd been saying. And then I said, I've got a card here that can let you through. But he basically got to say something nice about Liverpool Football Club and stuff, so he went, oh, you did really well today, and so you're going to win the league, and I'll take it. And then let him through the door.
Oh, and then Greg Livingston, yes, come on City, we need one more win to clinch the title if United lose. Yeah, it's a bit annoying how we just, oh, big chance, blocked. Yeah, it's been so annoying how, like, City went to Anfield, beat Liverpool 4-1, and as they left, they took the Premier League trophy. It was like, see you later! Just take the trophy back. Yeah, that really, no. Robbed our trophy cabinet. Just looking at Bannon, Harris, blocked by the fullback. Sheffield Wednesday screaming for a penalty for handball. Didn't look like it hit his hand. Make sure, if you're new watching, please give us a like, share and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,400 subscribers whilst we're live. And if you're wanting some more watch-alongs this weekend, we have the Women's Champions League semi-final second leg between Bayern Munich and Chelsea ladies. And then we have the Portuguese Grand Prix. And then we have the World Snooker Championship finals on Sunday evening. And Ghana just had an opportunity wide. Yeah, and just a skewed shot went wide. Can't believe Kazim Richards is playing for Derby. Got 30 minutes left plus stoppage time. So this has been a game that's been lacking. It picked up a little bit, but not much.
I remember when Colin Kazim Richards first on the scene at Sheffield United.
What was he actually?
2006-2007 season. And then I remember everyone saying he's going to be the next big thing, or one of the next big players. And I remember going to Fenerbahce.
Yeah.
And I remember him having a spell at Blackburn at one point, but I don't remember much else.
Didn't he knock out Arsenal from the FA Cup when he was at Blackburn?
I think he did, yeah.
Free kick to Nottingham Forest. Foul by Palmer on Mighton.
Colin Kazim.
He's Turkish, isn't he? I think he played for Turkey a few times. Mighton.
Colin Kazim Richards, Arsenal. But no, not a Messi.
Is Peter Lim a millionaire or a billionaire? I don't know. I think he's a billionaire. Peter Lim.
Yeah, we knocked Arsenal out the FA Cup.
Yeah.
2013.
Thought so. When Arsenal. Only trophy was the FA Cup, but Garner's over the free kick. So you're gonna go for goal? Yeah, goes for goal. Whoa, way over and wide. The radar was definitely off on that free kick by the United loanee. Is Darren Moore being sacked by Sheffield Wednesday? Or is he isolating because he's got COVID? Because he's not on the sideline.
They said something before, I didn't quite catch who it was, the name, but they said that they hope one of the people gets well soon.
Probably Darren Moore. I think he's still the manager, but he's not been on the sideline, so...
He's got COVID.
Yeah. Wow, I'm sure everyone at Let's Talk Sport is sending the wishes to Darren Moore. Hopefully he makes the recovery from COVID. Or Christie into the box. What? Or was he fouled? Ref says no. Sheffield Wednesday will look to get on the counter-attack. Belusi driving forward. It's so worried that Salford play in a small stadium that Peter Lim is rich and thought they'd play in a bit of a bigger stadium. No, I'm pretty sure with the money that they're going to invest, I'm pretty sure they're going to build another stadium when they get promoted, or if they get promoted in the next year or so. They're going to financially dope their way to the Championship.
Ground share at Old Trafford.
Yeah, ground share at Old Trafford. Basically, I want that club to go bust. I just don't like Gary Neville. I think he's a flipping hypocrite. So, anyone that believes what Gary Neville says, just think about it. Is all the big pundits on all the channels, all they care is about the bottom line. You've got Rio Ferdinand doing YouTube videos with YouTubers now to keep up with the modern times, because they know that they're outdated now and they need the YouTubers to stay relevant.
Yeah. They're trying to stay hip, trying to stay with the kids, and it's not working. Yeah,
ball in, or Rose challenging Bambo, but Bambo gathers, and now he rolls it out to Gavinovic. Oh no, Mighton tries to give it to Gavinovic, but the ball's a little bit too heavy and it's cleared out by Palmer, throw into Nottingham Forest.
You just did a me, Luke. You just called him Bamba.
Someone's warming up for...
I didn't realise it's part of the ground at Wednesday. It's not even under cover. You wouldn't want seats in that corner, would you?
No.
Middle of winter. It's not a stadium that I want to go and visit, to be honest. There's plenty of stadiums I want to go visit in the country, but
if Derby get a point, Wycombe are relegated.
I've been devastated for Wycombe.
Devastated.
Well, though, to go up.
Yeah, he's been rated for a while, Gareth Ainsworth. I swear he's like on like the player staff because he was still signed on as a player just in case. But he's been high rated. He's been linked with the QPR job because he was a QPR player. But he's done a big job. It won't affect his reputation. Windass on the left, right. He tries to cut it back. Blocked. Only as far as reach. Oh, fired it across the box. He's trying to claim that it took a nick off the goalkeeper. But it's a goal kick to Nottingham Forest. 8 minutes remaining. Well, 7.5 minutes remaining. Niall Oakley, but Darren Moore's ill with COVID. Yeah, hopefully he gets well soon. Yeah. Reach fired it across the box.
Darren Moore worked at Wolves, didn't he? And he also did West Brom a year back, didn't he?
Yeah, he got sacked quite harshly. Yeah, look, I know you don't like Neville, but his opinion... But you have to give him his due about his opinion on the Super League. It was excellent. It's only because that he was worried about his job. That's why, wasn't he, Joe? Go on, back me up here, Joe.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
Yeah, like, it's bad, but...
It's a bit hypocritical, especially Sky, because they started the Premier League in 1990.
Yeah.
Which is all about money. They said it's to help the Football League, but really, it destroyed the Football League pyramid, in my opinion.
Think about what Sky is, right? Sky is what the Super League was 30 years ago. The big clubs back then wanted to break away to make their own money. But then they came to an arrangement, and that's how the Premier League arrived. But the Super League was just a bigger version of that. Obviously, it wasn't thought out as well. But yeah, it's all about money. That's why I don't really listen to what Gary Neville's got to say, because there's always a hidden agenda. He was, yeah, of course he said some good stuff, because he was worried about his job. Shot by Rhodes over the bar. Is that your ringtone?
Yeah, that's my message too. Is you never walk alone because I'm sad. I did have the full version at one point, but I knocked it down to 25 seconds because 2 minutes is a bit long. It's only on WhatsApp, but I've got a normal message chain for normal messages. I forgot it wasn't on silent.
Got the final five. We've got the final 5.5 minutes plus stoppage time. Will there be a breakthrough in this crunch relegation game for Sheffield Wednesday? It's looking like it's going to end with a draw, and it'll end up being a lot of what ifs in this game. What if Sheffield Wednesday conceded that penalty, and now it's a free kick to Nottingham Forest. Just showing through that, yeah. Ooh, looked like Hutchinson won the ball from Taylor, but when you slide round the back, you're always gonna concede a free kick. Looks like Garner and Knockhart's over the free kick. Centre halves are coming out from the back. Knockhart with the left foot. Oh, offside, I think. Offside from one of the players, and yeah, just that offside there. Another chance goes a begging. Sheffield Wednesday playing it out from the back, and Westwood just boots it up. That was a throw into Nottingham Forest. Adam Reach not happy with Westwood. I think they've had multiple goalkeepers playing in goal this season. Sheffield Wednesday, they've had Joe Wilderman or and Craig Dawson playing in goal.
I've got about 2 minutes to go on mine. I don't know about. Got about 4?
Yeah, I've got 3.5 plus stoppage time. Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday boots it clear. Yeah, it looks like it's, unless there's something big's going to happen, this is going to end a draw.
I was thinking score draw before the game, but
Score draw, that's optimistic.
that's going to 1-1 draw, so that's not going to happen. I'm being optimistic because I like to see goals.
Greg Livingston, how do you know that he wasn't to take frustration out on the Glazers and the other Big Six owners? When's Gary Neville ever come out against the Glazers? I don't think... Has Gary Neville actually come out and slagged off the Glazers? I don't think he has. I think he's been he's been quiet about them most often, I think.
To give him credit, I did like his rant when he said that they were all jokes and it was all about money, but part of me was looking at it as well as the fact that it was people at Sky spitting the dummies out because...
They weren't going to be the biggest dogs in the yard.
Yeah. It was a balancing thing, yes. We were discussing ourselves as well at the
Yeah.
and the owners, so probably the fan part of Gary Neville was probably having that rant as a fan of, because obviously he's a Man United fan and ex-player, but part of him as well as the Sky employee will have spat his dummy out over the whole thing about Sky possibly losing. Well, they would have lost those clubs, so they wouldn't have the rights to those teams, and they lost subscriptions because people aren't going to pay to watch West Ham versus West Brom every week.
Yeah.
With all due respect to those clubs.
Or Garner with a lovely turn. Garner left footed shot, blocked. Yeah, completely agree. It's a balancing act. He's actually came out and I think he didn't condemn the Glazers. He was like, yeah, give Ollie a new deal. Like, Ollie shouldn't be sacked. And guess what? He wasn't sacked. So, yeah. Going into the last minute of normal time, Nottingham Forest have got the ball. Looking like that they're looking more likely to create that final chance and condemn Sheffield Wednesday to relegation. Or closer to League One. Christie whips in the ball. Gravinovic just bounces out and Gravinovic kicks the ball away into the stand. So Westwood can't go and pick it up. As Sheffield Wednesday got one last sting in the tail. Can they win this game to have a slim chance of surviving? Or will they just peter out? Bannon with a ball to Reach. Reach tries to cross it, but it comes off of a Nottingham Forest player, and now it's a corner. 4 minutes of added time remaining. Will there be a last minute goal? Corner. Bannon with the corner. Headed. Looks like they got it again. On the right, whips it in. Header. Oh, straight into the hands of Bamba. Ah, so unlucky, and now they're on the counter-attack. Lyle Taylor on the left. Martin's running. He's pointing where he wants it. He cuts in. He tries to give it to Knockout, but it's... He should have just gone with Martin on the left. But Sheffield Wednesday now got the ball back. Harris is looking to drive into the opposition half. He's up against Christie. Knockout's coming to track back. Harris past Christie. Oh, it's been pushed. Oh, it's a free kick just on the edge of the box. Just on the edge of the box. Greg Livingston, to be honest, Pochettino should have got the United job in hindsight. He would have had a lot more money. He wants to get his own players that he didn't get at Tottenham. Disgusting what they've done. Yeah, Tottenham deserve every bit of failure they get, and the fact now they're getting rejected by managers is quite funny to see. Harris and Bannon over this free kick. We've got a couple of minutes left. What will this provide? This is probably suited to Bannon, but it looks like that Harris is standing up to take it. Will there be a last minute goal? Harris steps up. Oh, way over the wall. What a poor free kick. Look, he knows he's missed a big opportunity there. It's like they know that this result will not be good enough as they creep closer to relegation to League One. Christopher Bulpen up the Rams. I take it that you're a Derby supporter. We'll be loving this right now, as it's still Sheffield Wednesday 0, Nottingham Forest 0. 92.5, 93 minutes nearly. Can Nottingham Forest get a last minute goal? But no, it was a foul on Borna, who's been fairly poor, but it's a quick free kick. Barat Budina, are the Owls relegated? I think they're pretty much relegated, yeah.
It hinges on what happens at the Liberty today, apparently, they just said.
Yeah. Harris. Yeah, I think if Derby get a positive result, I think that's over. Header in. Oh, Bamba. Jordan Rhodes thought he won it with a flick header, but he just didn't have enough on it. And Bamba gathers. It looks like he's going to boot it upfield, waste those times. Got 15 seconds left. Clears it upfield. Looks like that's all. That's going to be all. But Sheffield Wednesday's got the ball. Can there be one last moment? No. Looks like it's going to be it. Is it going to be it? We're in 94 minutes. And that's it. That is it. 0-0. It is finished. Looks like that they're going to need a miracle to stay in the division. It looks like their time in the Championship is about to come to an end. In the first half, Kieran Westwood saved a penalty from Lewis Grabban to keep it at 0-0. But look at the Sheffield Wednesday players. They know that that's probably it. Providing what happens at the that's probably it for them, isn't it, Joe? That's probably it. That's probably them relegated to League One. They've gone out with a bit of a whimper, to be honest. Any last thoughts on the game?
The Owls look to have fallen out their nest, haven't they, really?
A while ago.
They're on the way down. That was lacklustre. You can see why they are where they are now. In Forest as well, you can see why they're only sitting in 17th place, is it? 16th
now, yeah, just a point above Birmingham.
You can see why they're where they are. They're a side that should really be battling for the playoff places on paper, but they've just been underperforming throughout the whole season. And when you can't stick a ball in the back of the net, you're not gonna do very well. So I think with that, I think both sides are where they are for a reason, and I think Wednesday, I think, will be going down. I think it's just a matter of hours, really.
Yeah, I feel like with Forest, it wasn't even like the finishing chances. It was the final ball was very poor as well. So they're going to need some work. They didn't really create much. That was the thing. There was nothing that you'd go, oh, if only they had a finisher, this would be game over. They would have won. But I guess the only moment that they had was the penalty, which they missed in stoppage time. Right. Joe, if you I'm just gonna pop to the toilet quickly. So I'll be back in a minute.
It wasn't a particularly great game, was it, today? To everyone that's watching, I think both sides are where they are for a reason, and I think, to be honest, that Barry Banning's on the TV, the Wednesday captain, doing an interview now. I think the club's been a mess for years, and it's been down that end of the table. Sadly for Wednesday fans, it was only a matter of time before they dropped into that situation. They dropped into the bottom three, and it's a matter of hours now. Could be a matter of hours, could be a matter of days. It's just a matter of time really before their fate is sealed. I think Wickham and Wednesday will be down by the end of the day, in my opinion.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello. We're still on the air?
Yeah, we're still on.
Yeah. I was still, thank God, I thought I was talking to myself.
No.
I was talking through the microphones, and then I thought to myself, I hope somebody is listening on the other end of the street. I think it's a matter of time before both Wednesday and Wickham go down. And I said Wednesday have been in and around that area for a couple of years now, so it's not surprising. I think they were in League One a few years back as well, so
yeah.
I'm surprised to see them drop back down there.
Greg Livingston put in hindsight the City game would have probably been better. maybe, but we wanted to do this game just to see how people would like it. But we're going to end the stream here. If you're wanting some more watch-alongs, this weekend we have the women's semi-final, second leg of the Champions League between Bayern Munich ladies and Chelsea ladies, and then followed by that we've got the Portuguese Grand Prix, and in the evening tomorrow we have the World Snooker Championship final. Then on Monday evening we'll have the other half of the Snooker Championship finals. So from myself, Luke Tanner, and Joe Stanley, we wish you a very good rest of your day. See you all very soon.